Alright, what's up yins guys? Another video for you here. And when I say this shit to you, first of all, I'm going to say first and foremost, uh, I ain't sticking up for the police outright either, because any of you watching this, if you had issues with people in other neighborhoods you lived in where people would, because they know police or whatever, or they don't like you for whatever reason, or jealous of you, repetitively call cops, and if you had cops come up with guns on their hips and be threatening violence if you don't submit to a search and all that shit. I don't know about you guys, but I had it happen once, and I'm not even saying all police are bad. Don't get me wrong. If you break into a house, if you get caught with a carload of heroin, you should go to fucking jail. You break into somebody's house, or you rob some bank, or you rob somebody at gunpoint, uh, go in to do a home invasion, threaten somebody with a gun because you think you're entitled to something, you should go to fucking jail, of course. But what I'm talking about here is putting that in parentheses, questioning the motives of anybody who wants to do away with the police. Even though, yes, you can say you have corrupt police or whatever, you can have an issue where normally you don't have no trouble with police. I don't know about you guys, but I don't have no damn trouble with cops no every day. Hey, once in a blue moon, because of he said, she said. But anybody, you got to question anybody who wants to do away with the police because of whatever issues we had, all that bullshit rioting that was all over the news, that was sensationalized or whatever. Anybody that actually wants to do away with the police, what they really want to do, what do you think when they do away with the police? What do you think they really want to do? Yeah, they want to still have police, all right, and maybe they might recruit their own police with badges. I don't know. You can go and say, oh, they want to have communist, something like on the order of communist soldiers. But really, the bullshit that we saw on fucking TV, people marching in large numbers in communities to intimidate people, that had nothing to do with what some cop did to any particular person because of their race or whatever. When you see shit like that, that's and they're talking about doing away with the police. That's dress rehearsal for, yeah, they're against police brutality, right? But these people that want to do away with the police, they want to do the same thing and get their, they want to be the new law, have their buddies, almost like the way they started out as some school kids do. They want to be the law, the rulers of everything, and they want to run things. And oh, they want to do away with the police, what they accuse the police of, which some of them did, that's true. But the ones that want to do away with the police want to do the same fucking thing. They want to recruit, if it's not police, they want to recruit their strong men, their thug daddies, not singling out any race, the thug daddies of whatever race. You can have the white leftists that have the white leftist and beta males. They have their designated strong man. You're not allowed to be strong any kind of a way. You're this or that. But their intimidating class, and then they have their intellectual class too, to intellectually intimidate people. The intimidating class and the brutalizing class, the thug class. What do you think? They're going to come and try to fucking tell me or you how things are going to be, and say what's against some laws according to them, some kind of king of the streets bullshit, street daddy, thug daddy law, the things that any way you walk, talk, or do whatever, be against their law. They're a new, it's the same kind of subculture that somebody has a problem with you. They don't like. It's only wrong when the police do it. They call it brutality. But there's also a thing where, say you and me, for example, somebody, both couple people, both black or white, or maybe a couple people, both black and white, want to come and instead of asking you, oh, did you say this, or did you do this, and talk to you peacefully, when they come with the intention, maybe you had a couple of their buddies, or maybe somebody same race as you, or a different race as you, maybe on a little steroids, they got some kind of tattoos, maybe they look like trouble on two legs, that like the what do you call it, the enforcers for, like, they got all these tattoos, look like they got a meth lab in their house, and they're like in the street type enforcers, if you will, that, okay, when they come up to you that way, unlike the, well, police will do it in a certain way too, the wrong police, if certain people bias against you do, right? But anybody other than police, they come up to you rather than talk things out or ask you a simple question with the intention, a couple of their buddies, that, oh, don't you get, this is this way, or we're going to commit aggravated assault. And it's indicated, these people that do this, it's indicated, oh, don't you dare call the police because we'll beat you up for that. We run things, not the police, and we rule you. Just no different than what fucking school kids did in the school. Some of the ones that do that, they got pretend to be in gangs or whatever, and some of the ones, that's their dream in life, the ones that were the bullies in school, end up being in and out of jail and all that damn shit or whatever too. But these are the kind of fucking people, like, I had my problems when I was younger, and I still have some problems with society, but there's some things of society that I do like, that people were nice to me. So I swear like a truck driver, but yet there's a part of society, if people are nice to me, I'm nice to them, and start to learn how people are and question both sides of things, you know what I mean? Just because somebody got a nicer car to you or nicer house to you, like, they're your enemy, you gotta bring them down, you gotta resent the police. When you come and go into that mentality, you know what the fuck you're doing? You're actually giving yourself over to another authority. That, say you kissed their ass, raise your fist in the air, oh, I'm with the protesters, with this and that. But the minute, if you do that, the minute you fuck up in their laws, by their rules, step out of line, and what do you think? They'd do the same shit to you as they accuse the police of. Yeah, the police do it, they keep calling it brutality, but this is what a lot of us learn in the fucking schools. These people that you see on TV that have this mentality, want to do away with the police, they were the fucking school bullies, both black and white. That they grow up, they're in and out of jail, so they want to overthrow the civilized society, if you will. You know, I mean, they're using the internet now, and they're getting these crazy liberal mayors and politicians, and play the victim card and all that stuff for their convenience. Get these intellectuals on their side. And, oh, anybody who has a nice house and car, they're a capitalist. You don't smoke enough of weed, or smoke enough of, or take enough of pills, or don't drink enough. These fucking people that, they party together, they get stoned together, they resent a certain part of a society, which these I think I can go on and on about it, like really fucked up. I mean, I took a big long pause too when I'm saying this too. I'm not saying you can't drink beer, or hey, if you're sick and you can't smoke a joint, or you legitimately need to take pills. But if you want to be like, that's your whole reason of living, drink and party together, and everybody that is into the rule of law, and everybody that has the nice house, that they're doing wrong to you because, oh, you're playing loud shit music in the middle of the night and drinking and acting like an asshole, or because maybe you're standing on some, loitering in some place drinking beer when you should take it at home, and acting like an idiot, and then passers-by, you know, are getting freaked out or whatever. but yet we have a free country. People can't say where you can and can't go, but there's certain things that look pretty gangy that people don't like. So this is a kind of bullshit that people need to say fuck the sensationalized news bullshit and call it what it is. Don't stick your fist in the air like you're in with these people or whatever. Actually, you need to not be afraid to talk about it and encourage people to stand up against this bullshit, at least intellectually. Now, there was a time where before I end this video, there was a time where, before all this bullshit, there was I'm talking about the shift in certain beliefs. Remember the militia-like beliefs that were around the early 80s and 90s and all that, and then everybody talking about Ruby Ridge and Waco and all that stuff, which before I saw Alex Jones on when I discovered internet, there was Jim Quinn on FM radio, used to be on, and I still think he should take Rush Limbaugh's place. But he was on the radio. He was talking about Ruby Ridge and Waco, why them kids need to die. Okay, you had people like that, without going on, that there was a popular saying, right? Anybody that brings army and tanks against its own people should be smartly rebuked. Now there's a shift. You still got the militia-like thing, right? But now there's a shift in that kind of belief where you're going to have gangs of people, whether it's over racial issues, right? Coming and mobbing the streets in nice houses that had nothing to do with it, right? People doing that to their own people just because a cop did something, and bringing it into nice neighborhoods that had nothing to do with it and intimidate them. Now, instead of the saying of the bringing tanks and army and to their own people should be smartly rebuked, instead of saying they should be smartly rebuked, now you're getting into people that be doing these mobs should be smartly rebuked. And then these people that are like creating a bad environment and then maybe drawing the army and all kind of people in there, do damages to people's property and businesses, and then play victim when somebody decides to get the army in there. And then of course there's going to be collateral damage. So what the fuck you think people were going to do? You're going to stand there and allow that shit? So now you got that shit. People are going to want to do away with police or do away with an aspect of the military, really, so that the character of these other people that want to do away with the police, they're going to fucking police you? It's like, these people can go fuck a porcupine for all I damn care. Tell me that damn shit. But yeah, you got choice words for people that unnecessarily call cops on people, on peaceful people. That happens too. That's an entire subject. But yeah, these kind of people need to be smartly rebuked, and don't be intimidated by these people either. You need to skill yourself up, get some skills, anything you can, bare knuckle concrete or whatever. Have people and be able to numbers. None of this. I work at a desk in an office. I don't have no skill set. I depend on fucking the police. These people create a situation where common people working in an office don't got no skill set. They're gonna think some crowd is gonna beat them up, or their business or their car that they got to use to go to the work in, right, and all that. And so now you're gonna get these people to just like stand there and okay, do away with the police. We gotta just punk down and okay, this is the way it is now. We don't want to offend anybody or whatever. But yet I'm saying this because there was these situations in them Seattle, Portland, all these different cities now where the police ain't doing anything for the common people that are getting their property destroyed. And oh, so you can't call the cops, right? The cops ain't got to do nothing. And matter of fact, the mayors of some towns, if you do anything to protect your own property, you could get fined, or cops will come to your house and be threatening violence because the mayor said that the citizen, the property owner, is the criminal. That fucking shit's got to stop. Got to go behind these people's back out of spite and intellectually, and you got to go to whatever, petition any government agency. Don't take things into your own hands to a certain extreme extent. You got to do petitions. You got to get people together and intellectually educate people against this bullshit. Teach them to stand up to it. Do whatever you can within your, so these people don't sign away your rights too.